What's up, everyone? Thanks for joining me on another video. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, you're awesome. Thank you very much. Let's just do a quick update. I know another update of the paint preparation on my 240. So this is where we were in that other video. I'll link it up there. That was painted, but after I sprayed it, I realized that I never scuffed up the paint. So those were all the areas that weren't scuffed up. So I wound up sanding that down. Looks like complete shit right now. Will look a lot better eventually. I'm gonna do this whole fender up to the door. There's a line there. I'm probably gonna cut it off at the rocker panel. Whole roof up to here, and the other side. Hold on. And the other side sanded too. Not too bad. So I did a little research on painting a car, I guess. So I sanded it down with 220 grit, which I've started with that, and then it turns out 220 is the right grit. Just doing roof and those fenders because there's no breaks in those panels, so I decided instead of just doing like a panel at a time and just finding a weird spot to just like put the tape, I'll just do the whole thing so it's all one piece, and then that's the majority of the car. Then all we really have to worry about is the doors, I guess the mirror too, and the trunk. The rest of the stuff, basically front fenders, windshield, forward, is all going to get changed eventually, so I don't really have to do any paint prep on that unless I really want to. I also don't know when this body kit is going to come in, so that's kind of why I'm just doing this, to get it out of the way, to make it easier. There is like a high spot. There's a couple high spots on the hood, and then I have that hole there. I don't even know if that's where it is on the screen. There's the hole that I used to have the exhaust coming out of that needs to get patched up eventually if I decide to keep running this. So the sanding part, obviously, I just started doing it yesterday, and I figured no one was going to want to watch me just sand the car for hours. Got to figure out where all the low spots are on the roof and the fenders. Oh yeah, I'm going to do this one too. This spot that was here, obviously you're not going to be able to see it, but that indent, it's right here. I might fill that with body filler for now, just so everything looks nice and straight. Even though it's probably a lot of extra work for no reason because it's going to wind up getting cut out. But I just got to figure out where all the low spots are on the roof and stuff, fill that with body filler. I don't know if I'm going to try to give it like a full skim coat. Probably not, because that's going to be a lot of work. Then we're going to start doing it. So I got body filler there. I ran to AutoZone because I couldn't figure out what primer to use. So I just ran to AutoZone. I got their primer with the reducer. Well, it's not theirs, it's Rust-Oleum. I do have a spray gun for when I did the Enjuku. I had this high build self-etching primer that I used for the fender, but obviously that's probably not going to be enough for the whole car. And from my research, self-etching I think is supposed to go to bare metal, which obviously we're not down to bare metal. So what I'm going to do now is wipe down the car with this paint prep and then mix up some body filler and start laying it on. Then I'm just going to let it dry, and I don't know if we're going to do more today, but this is kind of an update video, but I might have some footage in here, and if I do, you'll see a time lapse right now. Drying, well, it's been drying for a little while, but gonna let it dry for a while. The one main spot this was one of the spots that I totally forgot till after the fact. I started doing that, like just skim coating like an area just to see how it is, because I did extra. Then I came back around the car and I was like, oh shit, I forgot this spot. So it was kind of like dry. So it's if you see, this is nice and smooth looking compared to this one, and this is like whatever. So we'll see how this sands down. If anything, I'm probably going to wind up having to mix up some more, which is no big deal. Yeah, so we're going to let it dry and just we'll sand it down. eventually. Take off the rear bumper.
I'll get a better shot later when the...
Get a better shot later when the garage is open again, but kind of like the look. One of my original plans, before I even thought of getting the body kit, that eventually is coming, God knows when, I was thinking of doing the Rocket Bunny diffuser, and the picture I've seen was with no rear bumper. So I was thinking of running it like that for a little while, and then I was like, it's a little too aggressive, but probably gonna run it with no bumper until the body kit comes. Probably when I primer the rest of the car, I'll just primer that just because it'll be easy. Since I'm doing it, I should probably do the trunk, but don't feel like taking the wing off, so that might be at a different time. I could take the trunk off and the doors and do those separate, but now's the waiting game. I'll be back. We'll see how it looks when it's all primered and everything's one color. Might look good. Plus it's filthy right now too, so I'm gonna start sanding. Probably just gonna use a little palm sander to knock the majority of this stuff off. Because I was reading on the internet that people usually start with a very low grit, like 40, to knock down as much as possible. But I tried to put it pretty thin in some areas, so I think on the palm sander I might have 2 something on there now. So I'm just gonna use that, sand it down, and then we're gonna use go back to the foam blocks and try to sand it nice and smooth. Alright, sanding everything down. Pretty smooth to the touch. Getting ready for round 2. Gonna have to hit that up again, hit this, and same on the other side. And I found a couple more spots on the roof, so let's do this again. I put another layer of body filler on, just some spots, probably just gonna leave it for now. I'll wind up sanding this down tomorrow probably at some point. I'm gonna pull that car in at some point. That's it for this video. I'm gonna try not to make these bodywork videos that long. Who the hell wants to watch someone just sand a car continuously? So that's it for today. Next video with bodywork will be me spraying primer on it. So that's it. Rear bumper, or lack thereof, looks pretty cool. I might run with that for a little while. Gonna wind up primering that also, so it's all one color. It doesn't stick out as much. Then trunk and doors, and I guess scanner door mirrors too. And then basically most of the car will be done or ready for the rest of the paint. Or if I could decide what color I'm actually going to paint it, I could actually paint all that in preparation for the body kit. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but thanks for joining me. More body work to come, I guess. Spraying primer next, actually. Gonna spray primer next. I gotta do an oil change on the truck. I might film that, not sure yet. Wheels are mounted. That was one of the other videos. Go watch that one again. Still waiting on the spacers to come, but yeah, so thanks for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you on the next one. Join me again. Bodywork.